Welcome everybody, I am YouTuber here and we're going to get set for another basketball game. Like I said, about an hour, like I said, when we ended, let's try that again. When we ended the Kentucky Providence game earlier today, I said about an hour or so, 30 minutes an hour or so, we would get in the Kansas State Montana State game to see who Kentucky will be playing. And that game is now. So I will be back at the end of the game to wrap it up and to look ahead to the next game. Also, by the way, it is at the same place we had the last game, Providence. This is Arena in Providence, so in the Xbox game. So that's where the Xbox game will take place in the NCAA tournaments in Xbox 360 NCAA Basketball 10. So this is NCAA Basketball 10, NCAA tournament, Montana State versus Kansas State. Round 1.
Welcome to CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA tournament. Today's game is between the Montana State Fighting Bobcats and the Kansas State Wildcats. And of course, Bill, our starting five.
The starting five, Gustavo. These guys are expected to start the game with fire and energy. Let's see what type of enthusiasm they bring to the table.
And let's have a look at the keys to the game for these teams here today.
If they can get these things accomplished, they're going to have a good shot at the win today.
The Fighting Bobcats get possession, and away we go. Nixon handles the pass, and it's blocked. Reggie receives the pass. The Wildcats set up into their 4-around-1 offense.
We have a good post man, very tough to defend. Everything centers on him.
Both teams looking to get in a bit of a rhythm. Nixon receives the ball. Call for the foul. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but you just got to know when to back off.
Here's another solid junior Bill.
You want leaders on your team. At least I did when I was coaching. And a couple of upperclassmen will always be to your advantage.
No good. Gotta make the freebies, Bill. Long lead pass. Shots up.
Put a little English on it.
Down the lane. Finger roll.
So easy.
The Wildcats are doing a great job of controlling the pace of this game.
I'll tell you, to make the opposition play at your pace, it can really get them out of their comfort zone.
Thanks for joining CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball. I'm Gus Johnson alongside Bill Rafter. Here we have a look at one of the sophomores for this team.
He's still young, but the coach has him out there for a reason. He tends to make the right decisions out there, which means more playing time for him. A simple concept that applies to everyone, regardless of age or experience.
He hits it. Foul on the play. Obviously, too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, man.
With the pair. Got it from the free throw line. No, not this time. Bridget handles the feed. He shoots from the corner. He'll stay right here. Sideline inbound. Takes the medium-range jump shot. The soft move. The Wildcats are getting some great opportunities to score when they get the ball in the high post rack.
Well, anytime you get a player on the high post, you can make plays, you put pressure on the deep, and that can lead to some easy open looks.
Aggressive on defense. Winds up with the foul.
I always think when you reach it in, you get in trouble. Gus, as a coach, seniors are really, really important. The underclassmen will look to them for guidance and direction. But seniors accepting of this role really helps out the coaching staff and the team as a whole.
He got it right. Right, they got it right where they want it. He can't get it to go. Snatches it down.
Big time dagger.
Cross court. In the lane. No. What a rebound. Now they're working around the perimeter. He shoots from the corner. Comes up empty from deep. Dials up a long-range shot. He missed it.
Oh, physicality.
Dump it inside. In the lane.
Squared up on the catch. Got his puppies in order.
On the right side. Shots off. Great offensive rebound. Shots off. Takes the board. Holland on the move. Call for the foul. Too aggressive on defense. Lines up with the foul.
Reach it in, you get in trouble.
Two shots. Makes the foul shot. Free throw is good. Out on the left wing. And he lays it up and in. Pushes it. And we'll get a change of possession. Sensational dribble penetration, Bill.
This, he put the ball to the floor with conviction.
Nice block shot. Shots off. Lewis keeps it alive. Inside. Out of bounds, a change of possession. Nice pass to the low block. Call for the foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, guys.
At the foul line.
Solid shooting.
He sinks it. Gets two at the charity stripe. On the way. And loses it. Team foul. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. You just got to know when to back off.
Rap, these two teams in the first half of this tournament game have shown that they definitely belong. It's obvious to me that neither one is ready to go home.
Both teams are competing well right now. The goal at this point in the game is to remain close. You don't want to fall too far behind. These teams are demonstrating that this one may go down to the wire.
Out on the way. We are at the 7-minute mark. Cross court. He shoots from the corner, but he misses his target. Oh, what a strip poke. Now looking to attack.
Look at that block. Terrific reaction.
Now on the run. Shots off. Fisher gives them another chance. Up and in. Ha, ha. On the left side. Shots off.
Oh, physical play.
On the outside. It's stripped. Active hands. The Wildcats in a hurry. Shots off.
Way to get up, big fella.
We are at the 6-minute mark. And he's fouled. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, guys.
A couple of free ones.
Chance to break.
Good. Pushes it. And he can't get them out.
Makes them so competitive on the glass.
Now they work it around the perimeter. He attempts the trifecta off the mark. Pushes it. Jump shot. He can't get it to go.
Rebound and run.
In the post. In the lane. Shots off.
Well, the coach will be happy with that effort.
He takes the three. He nails the long-range bomb. Turns it over. Now in transition. Careless mistake there. Here they go in transition. Good job defensively. Pushing in transition. They work it around the perimeter. Can finish. Nice rebound. Four minutes left on the game clock. Foul on the play. It's been a great team effort for these guys.
Thus, it makes things really difficult for the defense when multiple players are contributing at the offensive end. I doubt they were prepared for this. Opportunity here to put some points up, Dustin, with the clock stopping.
On the right side. He shoots from the corner. He hits it from way downtown. Timeout call. We'll get you back into the action right after this. And we're ready. And we're back. Gus Johnson along with Bill Raftery with you here, ready to inbound after the timeout. Out on the right wing. He goes for three. And yet another missed field goal attempt, Coach. They're struggling.
I don't think any of them are concentrating right now.
They work it around the perimeter. Looking for the bomb. No luck from downtown. Minutes left on the game clock. He got it up and in. On the left side. He shoots from the corner.
How about that, Gus?
What a flush. That goes out of bounds, but will stay at this end. They're set to throw it in from the side. Fired. He missed it. Takes the ball. Lobs it inside.
Put a little English on it.
We are at the 2-minute mark. Pushes it. He tries the three, and he answers. Reggie has the heart of a lion. Here's a guy who can really get to the basket.
He's so great off the bounds, getting to the painted area, and really create opportunities on the draw and kick, as well as get to the line. Total control. Knows where to be. Location, the high red district.
Way out on the right wing. Rise and fire. No! Alley-oop. Sensational dribble penetration, Bill.
This, he put the ball to the floor with conviction and drove it home.
He shoots from the corner, and he hits the three. 1 minute left on the game clock.
Look at that block. Terrific.
Shots off. Will he get back up with it? Down the lane. Finger roll. So easy. Pushes it. And he can't get them out. Pushes it. And he lays it up and in. On the outside.
Inside.
Shots off. There for the rebound. Shots off.
It's mine.
On the wing. In the lane. Up and in. One half is in the book. Stay tuned for CBS at the half. Let's take a look at our game summary to this point so far.
You can get a sense of the story of this game by looking at some of these numbers. Still lots of time to play, though. Anything can happen.
Here's a look at how both teams are doing with their keys to the game. Bill, what's going through these young guys' minds now? Here they are. They've worked all season long just to get to the NCAA tournament. And we've got a half behind us and a half to go, and somebody's got to go.
You know what I think is really impressive here tonight, Gus? Is the fact that both of these clubs are focused on each possession. A level of concentration is where you'd expect it to be during the tournament.
No! Hungry for the ball. Both teams are looking to get something going here. Ball stripped. Now looking to attack. He can't get the bucket to fall. No. Looking for a good shot. Jump shot. Nice touch there to use the backboard. The junior. Long down court pass. Fired. Big. Top of the key. You bet. Out on the left wing. He shoots from downtown. The senior. pushes it. He shoots from the deep corner. Outside J won't go.
It's all about shot selection, Gus. It's so important to take good shots. And not necessarily the shot the defense wants you to take.
With the free one. Makes it. He got it both. Shots off. They get the offensive rebound and put back.
Once again, nobody is checked out. That coach is going to be beside himself.
He tries the three. And he makes the three. On the left side, he throws it up from downtown. He buries it from downtown. Length of the floor. He shoots from the corner. He misses from beyond the arc. And he's fouled. Too aggressive on him. He climbs up with the foul.
Get in trouble.
The Fighting Bobcats are a 4 free throw shooting team, coach.
Boy, that is a bad characteristic to have.
Hits two at the charity stripe. The skip pass is picked off. They're called for the foul. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. You just got to know when to back off.
To the charity stripe. It's good. Oh, no run. Full court pass. Gets it to go. Strong with the ball. Jump shot. Erickson handles the pass. Up and in. Ha ha. Around 8 minutes remaining. Fisher gets the pass. Fired. Can't put it down.
You always want to limit the opposition to just one shot, Gus.
Reggie receives the ball. He shoots from the corner with no luck.
Defensive rebounds are essential to a running team.
Entry pass in the paint. Back. Out on the right wing.
How about that elevation?
Now on the run. Bridges on the left side. Lets it go. Good. Seven minutes left on the game clock. And lead. And he's fouled. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. Just gotta know when to back off.
Rap, it's obvious that the tournament is very competitive this year. These two teams have shown that they belong. They played great in the first half, and now it's likely that this contest will go down to the wire.
God, this is a close one, Gus. I think the last few possessions are going to dictate who moves on and who goes home.
Makes it. Buries it. How about him taking it to the cup, Bill?
Those aggressive drives are what propels this offense. There's no reason why they shouldn't continue to do this.
Good finish. Stolen. Now in transition. Ooh, jam. Strong handles the pass. He shoots from the corner.
And no! Look for the outlet.
Richard takes the feed. He takes it away. Hampton takes the pass. He drains the bucket. Fisher receives the pass. He shoots from outside. He misses from downtown. Foul on the play. The Wildcats have really been able to step it up. And so far, they're putting together pretty good effort.
When you have guys that want to win, you're going to get different players stepping up at different times and in different ways. And that's always great to watch, especially as a coach.
He dribbles around the trap.
Right around the trap. That's a good job of attacking the defense.
Off the mark with the shot. Fisher gets the pass. He launches a three, and he buries the three. We're at the 5-minute mark. He got it up and in. The Wildcats are controlling the pace of the game.
They're doing a terrific job at playing their game, really making a conscious effort to control the tempo and imposing their will on the opposition.
Strong handles the pass.
Put a little English on it. These kids can play. Just a nice feed on the backline.
Full court pass. He shoots from the corner. Count. They work the perimeter. He can't beat the trap.
Great defensive trap there. That's almost textbook, Gus.
And we're going the other way. Why don't we check in on tonight's key performers, Coach?
There are a lot of things that don't always show up in the stat sheet, Gus. These guys could have a horrible game up to this point, so long as they step up, make a big play when called upon.
It's a call for the foul. They'll throw this one in from the side. We're at the 4-minute mark. Lobs it. Push it. Erickson handles the feed. There's the pick. It won't fall. Strong takes the pass. Well, Raph, this could go down to the wire. Bishop with the turnover.
In transition, this is where you want to be solid, guys.
And he's there with the power jump. We're at the 3-minute mark. They're called for the foul. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. You just got to know when to back off.
A chance for two.
Great attack.
No doubt about it. Makes the foul shot. Out on the left wing. Drains it. Bishop gets the ball. Down the lane. Finger roll. Serve. On the left side. Can't get it to go. Shots off. And he lays it up and in. Takes it off for him. Here they go in transition. The shot won't fall. Strong receives the ball. Inside. We are at the 2-minute mark. Cross court. He shoots from the deep corner. And he can't hit the shot. Strong receives the pass. It's no good.
I'm sure they're going to be kicking themselves after giving up that offensive rebound. You always want to prevent your opponents from getting easy baskets and second opportunity.
He doesn't get the hoop. Can't put it down. Out of the way. Inside. Power jam. Long lead pass. He fires from long range. And he buries the long range foul. One minute left on the game clock. Erickson on the move. He doesn't get the hoop to fall. And with a change of possession. Had a great release on this three ball.
How about that? That's right. The first team.
Crawford with the ball. This is what I call home court advantage. Crowd is on their feet. Tough place to play. Timeout on the floor. CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship will continue after this. And we're back ready to get things going again after the timeout. Hampton gets the pass. He shoots from the corner. He can't get the ball. He nails the bucket. On the right side. And we'll head back down to the other end. Timeout, coach.
That's what I would do. You got to keep the situation under control.
And we're back. Ready to get things going again after the timeout. Off the mark. No. Now it's just a matter of clock management, isn't it, Coach?
This is where your point guard becomes very important. Plus, I think they'll keep fouling until we're back into this game.
Long down court pass. He shoots from the deep corner. You can't get it to go. Dominating play. Foul, and that stops the clock again. Bill, I think the better team won. It's heartbreaking for the other side, but that's the way it goes. 5 and advance is the name of the game.
Well, the better team won because they protected the basketball. They made sure they converted on the free throw line. They did all of the little intangibles we consistently talk about. And that was the difference in this game.
That does it for us here today. Until next time, for Coach Raftery, I'm Gus Johnson. Thanks for watching college basketball here on CBS Sports.
Well, that'll do it. Kansas State wins this game 7 wins this game, and they advance on to play Kentucky, so they battle the Wildcats. And then, so Fisher was the player of the game. He had 20 points for Kansas State, the winning team. And then for Zach Hampton, he was the player of the game for the Wildcats with 26 points. So the guy who had more points, the guy with the most points of the two players was the player on a losing team. So, surprise there. And then for the final score 79-75. The final score for like I said, the final score 79-75. Kansas State with the win here. They advance on to play Kentucky Wildcats. So it's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Kentucky Wildcats in the second round. So the teams that have moved on and advanced on our version of the tournament have been Maryland, Kentucky, Kansas State, TCU, and Boise State. Boise State is the only double-digit seeded team to move on so far. Maryland was an 8th seed, Kentucky a 6th seed, Kansas State a 3 seed, TCU a 6th seed. So 2 6 seeds have advanced on. And then Boise State was the only double-digit seed as a 10 seed to advance on. So that's that. So next game up is Miami. They'll be taking on Drake in the first game from the Midwest region. So we'll have one game in the books of tomorrow for the Midwest region. So we've had one game from at least one game from each region by tomorrow. And there has been 2 in the West, 2 in the East, 1 in the South, and now 1 in the Midwest. The 2 in the East were Kentucky and Providence and Kansas State and Montana State. So they are the only 2 games per region that were played that a matchup was determined for the second round. And that matchup is Kentucky and Kansas State in the second round, are the only matchup we know of for the second round. Again, we have not had Alabama, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, or Gonzaga and Hawaii, or UNC Asheville and UCLA either. And of course, the winner of this Miami Drake game will play the winner of Indiana Kent State in the Midwest region. So people are asking, well, where in the Midwest are we headed? Since we haven't had a Midwest game, they're asking, well, where does the Midwest game take place? And that would be a good question to ask. Also, Miami, of course, is the higher seed. They are a 5 seed taking on a 12 seed. Drake is not really all that good. They're at C, C minus, and C, so they're just kind of, and then not that good. And then Miami, who is a B plus all around, B plus overall, B plus offense, and B plus overall, B plus offensively, and B plus defensively, so they get all the check marks pointing towards them. They're the favorite. And where is this game going to take place? Also, Miami not wearing their orange jerseys today. They'll be wearing their white jerseys, striking their blue. Well, not today, but tomorrow, I mean. So the game tomorrow will be that'll be the game tomorrow, Miami and Drake. It'll be from Norman, Oklahoma, Lloyd Noble Center, home of the Sooners. Considering the Sooners did not make the NCAA tournament, I don't even think they made the I don't think they even made the NIT tournament. Oops. Yeah, no, they didn't even make the NIT tournament. They did have a really good year in real life, so that'll be where this game takes place for sure. Neutral side. I don't even know who the closest team would be to them, but Miami is the higher seed, so they're considered the home team there in that game in Midwest region in NCAA Basketball 10. So the NCAA Basketball 10's version of the Lloyd Noble Center. So tomorrow in NCAA Basketball 10 we'll have Miami and Drake, and then a TBD team after that for either tomorrow or the next day. Depends on if we do 1 or 2 games tomorrow. Remains to be seen, but should be interesting. Like I said, I could have worn their green or their orange. They could have worn their green or orange, but they decided to wear their white instead. So we'll have them in white. Miami will be in white. Drake will be in blue tomorrow. So that's next game. So we'll have at least one game from each region so far. 2 from the east, 2 from the west, 1 from the south, and now 1 from the Midwest region. The other Midwest regional games are as follows: Houston and Dayton, Ohio and Auburn, Indiana, Kansas State, Iowa State and Mississippi State, Xavier and Ohio State, Texas A&M and Penn State, and Texas and Creighton. The only difference being for this in the real life tournament is Dayton, Ohio State, and Hawaii in the tournament. The reason why I have them is teams they are replacing, which is Northern Kentucky, Kennesaw State, and Grand Canyon aren't in the game. So with Northern Kentucky, Kennesaw State, and Grand Canyon not in the game, I have to replace them with teams. And I chose Dayton because they have one of the best non-NIT tournament records in net as well. So the Ohio State as well, and so with Hawaii as well. The only other difference is instead of Pitt in the first round, I have Mississippi State in the first round, and since Mississippi State won the first 4 games in my version, so that's why that's the way that is. So all the rest of them is set the way. So hopefully we'll have actual second round matchups that are based in from the tournament. So Kentucky and Kansas State, I think, let me double check the real life bracket. And we will answer that question whether I think I got that on the right. Yes, I did. So that is an actual matchup. However, Kentucky did lose to Kansas State. in that one. So we'll see if I can knock off Kentucky as Kansas State in that one. Kansas State is the higher seed. However, Kentucky is although Kentucky is a blue blood school, powerhouse school, blue blood school, powerhouse blue blood school. So they're usually dominant in these tournaments. They just did not have it. So in real life this year. So going on, talking about the real life tournament, surprising games. Yeah, surprising games in the first round and second round. A lot of upsets. Um, uh, and yeah. So that'll do it until tomorrow for Miami and Drake, and possibly a third game TBD. Um, uh, uh, a possible TBD team. That'll do it for me. Until next time, keep on YouTube, everybody. We'll see you next time.